what's Chamberlain doing? I couldn't find it earlier in the post saying, Chamberlain, why won't they wonder what's taking so long? And Chamberlain's like, don't worry, man, there's a sofa in here. What's going on? What's going on, man? It's so great to see everybody. We have an awesome stream ahead of us. We got a lot of great stuff to discuss. The late night stuff is just driving me crazy. He's in the bathroom at work. That's awesome. I can't believe there's a sofa in the bathroom. That's crazy. And in a men's room, no less. Sometimes they have them in women's rooms, but I rarely hear of them in a men's room. Chamberlain, you're awesome. You were very, very, very cool, Chamberlain. If you have to leave, you let me know. I'll try and make sure I keep an eye on it, and you can ask me a question before you go. I can't guarantee that I'll answer it, because we're trying to avoid super spoilers, but I'll try. All right, you guys are the absolute best. So nice to see all of you again. Welcome back. Yes, I am wearing a hoodie today. I have filmed my Ozark review, and it will go up later today. As I told you, there are only notifications that go out every 3 notifications in 24 hours. So I gotta wait until after 7 o'clock to post my Ozark review for you to get a notification about it. It's driving me crazy, man. It's driving me crazy. So I gotta try and pace it out. Moon Knight performed pretty well. I think it seemed to be a little bit like on Hawkeye level. I don't think it has quite the same. What do you think it is? Do you think people don't think Moon Knight looks as good, or do you think people might be marveled out? One of you secretly told me about a poll that was sent out to Disney Plus people that asked if they were airing too much Marvel content. So they even kind of know it a little bit. Oh, you guys found the new emoji. Do you like the new emoji? I'm trying to think if I should make some more of those. That was the test emoji. That was the test emoji of myself, and I wanted to make some silly ones. It looks a little better here than it did when I uploaded it. I thought it was too tiny. You couldn't really see it. Interesting. I want to get you guys new emojis to play with. Oh, I'm glad you like it. You make me very happy. All right. That's good. So maybe I will order some more of these. This was like the serious, nice look, and now I'm going to make myself having funny expressions. All right, so I'm so glad that you guys like the emoji. That makes me so happy. All right, I was just really having doubts about it, and someone was like, just upload it, Grace, and see what people say. And you guys like it, so I'm thrilled. My day just got a lot better. I shall go back to the very nice gentleman who made that emoji and order some more. Okay. All right. He'll be so happy. He was like, oh, we're not making any more emojis? And I was like, I'm not sure. All right. Focus. All right, we got 3 stories to go. This is the way live streams work now that they're back. There won't be a live stream tomorrow because it's Boba Fett Day, but I'm going to try and do one on Thursday. January is slow, boy. January is so frickin' slow. I'm reviewing Ozark today. Gilded Age I'm reviewing on Thursday. I love the Gilded Age. Any Downton Abbey fans? It's so good. And then next week I'll be able to review Raised by Wolves and Pam and Tommy. So we got some good stuff coming up. And then also there's a lot of TV, thank goodness, because there's not a lot of movies. All right. So the way these work is that there's the 3 stories of the day. And then afterwards, you can ask me anything that you would like, and then I'll do a couple of shout-outs at the very end. All right? All right, so, hold on. Story number 1. Boop. All right, so Batgirl, they're filming, and they should have just let this, they released an official look at this on Friday. They should have just let this be the first look we got at the suit, because it looks considerably better. Here it is. Boom. Let me get rid of the story A so you can see it better. There's a full photo of it. Looks fantastic, actually. It just looks much, much cooler. I think the lighting is a significant improvement because they're not shining a light directly on it. It doesn't have the shininess. It looks a lot more matte. There seems to be a considerable less yellow. Like, there doesn't seem to be any lining on the cape whatsoever. I mean, I think we would see it in this photo. So maybe they took the lining out. Maybe they started to film and they were like, that looks awful. So the lining is out. I agree that she should have yellow gloves. I really strongly agree about the yellow gloves. But even for the little bit of yellow that she has left with the emblem and the boots, it's super dirty. She's been climbing around all over the place. And so she's gotten things much, her yellow is pretty dingy, but I think that just makes it cooler. Also, she's wearing some goggles there. I think you can't go wrong with goggles. I love goggles. I'm a big fan of goggles. So she's got goggles there, and I think they have red lenses, and that's pretty freaking neat. So I absolutely adore that. I think her body language is very strong here, much better than in the first look photo. And also, I think the silhouette on her cowl is really cool. I think the bat silhouette that she's going to project in the shadows is, I think, going to be just super awesome. She can't wear fingerless gloves, Barbie, because then she'd be leaving her fingerprints everywhere. She can't do that. She's got to be careful. But I just think this looks considerably better. Some people are guessing that she might be wearing a wig because Leslie Grace has been spotted walking around with like a lighter brown hair that's like blondish brown, not red, or at the very least reddish blonde, like strawberry blonde, not the red of the suit. But I'll be really upset if they do the wig thing because that's Batwoman's thing. And so you can't do all this mixing and matching with lore. You know, I mean, these characters have their elements that make them unique, and Kate Kane having a wig to distract people as to who she is her thing. So I would be very annoyed if they gave it to Barbara Gordon. But that's right, Tovi, very good use of the emoji. But I think that this just looks phenomenal. I think it just looks so much better. It's ridiculous. Looks really, really, really good. Do you guys think it looks better now that you see it here? Everybody agrees that it looks much better. Like way better. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, I agree, Micah. Let's get Firefly out here. Yeah, I agree, Ascot. Less purple, I think, makes a big difference. It looks so much better. It looks so much better, it's ridiculous. So I'm very, very happy about that. I don't know who's Nightwing. I have not been able to find out who's been cast. And also, do we really want to ruin it? I mean, I'm in a weird place in terms of spoilers as someone who covers it. I want to know, but I don't want to always pass it on to you because I feel like movies are starting to get ruined. I think you don't want to know every single thing that happens in these films. I think it ruins your experience. So it's just a really difficult spot. But then other people go out and, Disney can only bop so many people on the head, it's really tough. All right, so that's the first story of the day. First story of the day. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. So, second story. Boop. Oh, wait. All right, boop. Yes, all right, so this has been trending all morning. This has been trending all morning and into the afternoon, and that's that Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard for the hefty paycheck, the price tag of $68.7 billion. That's a lot of moolah. So that's considerable. But when you look into the reason, it's really interesting, because games are starting to cross over to movies, and I cover Injustice, and I've covered Mortal Kombat a little bit, covering the NetherRealm games. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about the game space, and I think it's very fascinating to see what's going on over there. I mean, the game space is becoming so big, who could possibly ignore it? That's right, Arcane. Arcane is about to get into the, speaking of Mortal Kombat, Arcane's starting to get into the fighter game genre, which, I think would be like really fascinating. So anyway, so when I first saw that Microsoft had acquired Activision Blizzard, I was like, wow. So basically Activision Blizzard was deemed unfixable. Some of you are already commenting about that. Activision, of course, is in the middle of a huge scandal of sexual harassment. In fact, they drove one of their female employees to suicide. It's absolutely shocking and appalling. And they had recently settled an $18 million suit with the government, I believe. But some people are trying to get that thrown out. I believe people want to sue Activision Blizzard. So there's just no way that they could overcome what had happened there. So on that note, once the acquisition is done, I think almost all of the Activision Blizzard leadership will be out. The CEO is definitely leaving, and Phil Spencer, who runs Microsoft Gaming right now, will take over, and everybody will report to him. He'll become the Kevin Feige of Microsoft Gaming. All right, so why does Microsoft want to purchase this, right? Well, interestingly, Call of Duty. What am I? I feel like Vanellope von Schweetz and Wreck-It Ralph. Call of Duty. Ha ha ha. But anyway, Call of Duty, the first, 2 different games that came out in 2021 are the top 2 games for Xbox overall for the year. So that's a huge brand for them right there. Let me bring up that image. So this is what they're getting. All right. So Call of Duty is by far and away the most valuable part of this acquisition. So it's already doing, Xbox players already love the game. They're thrilled to absolutely get this under their umbrella. So they're probably going to add it to their Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, which you can see there. And it was revealed that right now they have 25 million subscribers globally. So that's pretty interesting. And you're going to see what's going to happen with gaming, because games already bring in so much money. Games already bring in so much money, but they feel there's more money in games. And that's where I think becoming a point of contention between the gaming companies and gamers. I'm seeing a lot of that. I've been seeing headlines for the NFTs recently, people being very upset about trying to squeeze out more. I don't understand NFTs. I see zero value in it. They're like, you see this digital image? I owns it. And I'm like, no, you don't. I can just rip it right here. I mean, it just makes no sense to me. Someone says, I have a blockchain that shows that I own this NFT and this visual image is just mine. Lloyd, do you feel it was worth the money? Who here has an NFT that you spend a significant amount of money on? I mean, if you get one for free. But I mean, AMC made a lot of money on NFTs for Spider-Man for some reason. An NFT is like, what does it stand for? You guys are using the new emoji extremely well. I'm very impressed. Like, it's like, oh, a non-fungible token. Even the name is stupid. You're like, what the heck's a non-fungible token? So anyway, yeah, Damon's right with me. If I take a screenshot of your NFT, what are you going to do about it? Like, it just makes no sense to me that someone feels they could own it. It makes zero sense. But yet, for some reason, people are making a lot of money off of this. So gaming has tried to move into NFTs, and gamers became real upset. How do I know this? Because it was in the New York Times. The New York Times was like, whoa, man. Gamers don't like NFTs. And I was like, let me read about it. So that's how I know about NFTs in gaming. But I do know that microtransactions have been something that gamers are also very upset about, where the game is inexpensive or free up front, but then they charge you for a whole bunch of stuff for add-ons, which I also think is uncool. I think microtransactions are also a problem. Would you guys rather just pay up front a bigger price and get everything, or do you like microtransactions because then you can do like an a la carte menu for your game experience? Some of you like the microtransactions. Hey, that guy, thanks for joining. If you joined during a live stream, I'll give you a shout out. Matt, welcome back. It's interesting. Some of you want the microtransactions. I have to say that I do play Disney Emoji Blitz for free. And I don't know if I would pay for it, but I've never spent any money in the game either. So they're not making any money off of me. So it's interesting, but I think if I wanted to play a game, I'd rather just, pay up front. So that's what I would want to do. I don't know. I think I would have a hard time keeping track of how much I spent if I was getting caught up in microtransactions. Present Progressive says, this is a huge deal, Grace. Microsoft is trying to become the Netflix of gaming with Game Pass in their acquisitions. I agree. I think you're going to see game streaming services emerge just like you're seeing in the movie and entertainment space. So who's their competition, right? So there's an Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation. I love saying it every time. So PlayStation. Who else would be in the space, right? Just the two of them fighting it out. Twitch, maybe? Do they have any games? I think it goes based on the system that you have, right? Well, there are a couple. Oh, Nintendo. You're right. Nintendo's pretty good. Apple offered me free games for I could join arcade for like a couple of months, like a month or so for free, and I was like, let's see here. Gaming is really big though. So I think in the next few years, and Microsoft, of course, has a head start on everybody, you're going to have all these different game platforms that are just like streaming. So it'll be interesting because, I mean, we're all subscribed to a number of streaming services, right? But the question is, well, then I don't think you'd have to pay for games anymore up front because it would be part of your Game Pass. But then microtransactions become even more valuable. Like, there's no microtransactions in streaming. Like, Netflix can't upcharge me on anything. They're not like, hey, do you want to see the extras on this movie? Give me $2. And I'd be like, what? But I could see myself paying for the extras, actually. Damn it. But yeah, I feel like behind the scenes, I'd be like, okay, maybe I will charge that. I will pay that, right? I mean, Disney Plus had upcharges with the Premier Access, as you said, Ivan, as you just said. But that'll be the next thing. Once they get everybody's subscription, they're going to figure out how they can squeeze more money out of you. Squeeze the money out of you. All right, so that's the second story of the day. All right, now for the third story of the day. Hold on one second. Max has a good question. If gaming is so successful, why do you think the game adaptations do so poorly? I think people like being able to control the story in gaming. So to put them to transition from interactive to passive is just very difficult, I think. All right. Third story of the day. Boom, baby. As you know. Oh my God, I covered up Weird Al's face. Let me move it. Oh, there we go. All right. So Daniel Radcliffe continues to get work, but just barely. It's hard. Life after Harry Potter. Another reason that they should do a Harry Potter movie, with them as older characters. I mean, in fact, when I used the hashtag for Daniel Radcliffe, a Harry Potter emoji came up because, of course, there's still left over from the promotion for the Back to Hogwarts special on HBO Max. So anyway, he's going to be playing Weird Al Yankovic for Roku. For Roku? Who has Roku? That's right, Aaliyah. He does have a lot of money, but he doesn't want to have nothing to do. So let me see who. Bye, Addison. Who has a Roku? No one, says Alex F. Alex F's like, I'll save you some time. I like that that's easy for you to say. Says, what is this Roku you speak of? Oh, Millie has it. Will has it. A couple of you have it. That's great. Corey has it. All right, so that's excellent. So some people have Roku. I don't really think anybody would get Roku to watch this. I mean, eventually it'll trickle itself down to where I could purchase it on iTunes, I imagine. But let's see what a trailer looks like. But anyway, Funny or Die is producing this, and it's going to be the story of Weird Al Yankovic's life. And Weird Al Yankovic, in fact, co-wrote the script and is intimately involved in the tell-all story of his life. Now, if this can have a Pam and Tommy element to it, I could see it doing well. Pam and Tommy is, I would say, you get a sneak peek of my review. Pam and Tommy is the best series like that since O.J., the trial of O.J. Simpson, showing how you were at a kind of an important point of time where the world was changing. And so people in that moment didn't realize what they were at the dawn of. And that's very much what's going on with Pam and Tommy. However, with Weird Al Yankovic, he was like at the dawn of parodies, like YouTube parodies that we have today. I mean, he was like a really big deal back in the day, like huge. Like his music videos, like everybody would watch them. It was a very big deal. And he would do spoofs of really popular songs like, Beat It and Like a Virgin for, Michael Jackson and Madonna. So it's, I think there's just something here if they do it correctly. Daniel Radcliffe, who's trying to get a different career. He's also the villain in the upcoming Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum movie, The Lost City. And I think Weird Al's not a bad fit for him. I think he kind of has a similar look. I think he'll get to have the crazy hair. He certainly gets to do a lot of comedy. And also, he'll get to do reenactments of all these spoof videos that I just discussed. So I think that it's an interesting choice for him. I think Daniel Radcliffe, the hallmark of his non-Harry Potter career has been weird choices, speaking of weird. And so Weird Al Yankovic really fits into his aesthetic and the new brand that he's trying to build for himself. So, hey, Cinnamon. So I think that's really cool. So who here wants to watch this? Who here will get Roku and watch this? Oh, that's right, Maruna. He can rap. You guys are funny. Evan Ruben says maybe. But for the most part, I mean, I agree with Bug. I think most people, here's the thing. You'll wait for PVOD, but then by then, something else will come along. So, Rudy, you don't know who Weird Al Yankovic is? That's funny. Do a YouTube search, and you'll bring up, I'm sure, a lot of his work. He was really, really a big deal in his time. Huge. Remember, the Obama Girl videos? Channel Awesome or something? Remember them? And then they did a lot of cool spoof music songs like that. Weird Al was before them. So maybe someday they'll make a movie. Very interesting indeed. All right, so those are the 3 stories of the day. It is 5:29. You may ask me anything you'd like until 5:39. Oh, that's right, Key of Awesome, Damon. Key of Awesome. Hey, Alien. I like your picture there, Bart. Let's see here. Thanks, Bug. I'm glad you like my orange hoodie. I'm a fan. I like it. I ordered it from Nordstrom. Let's see here. ES, do you have any Boba Fett scoops? Well, I've kind of spilled some tea in my watch-alongs. There are supposed to be some considerable guest stars showing up, but what are they going to all show up in the last episode? They better hurry up with some of this stuff because I think that I think it was such a huge step back last week. I really, really hope that they can pull things, get things back on track with episode 4. Rube and I will be definitely doing Raised by Wolves Season 2, and in fact, I've watched the first 3 episodes of the season already. I'm very excited to review it next week. That's when the embargo lifts. Colin, I didn't watch the Harry Potter reunion. I'm not a Potterhead. I mean, I love Harry Potter. I like that world. Oh, let's see here. Zeester, I didn't see your photo with Charlie Cox. You gotta DM it to me. DM me the picture. Cameron, that's very nice of you. I'm wearing Nicki Minaj's MAC lipstick, which actually has been discontinued. But I was so happy. There happens to be a BTT viewer who works at MAC who got me the last bunch of them before they were discontinued and sent back to the company. So I won't be running out of this lipstick anytime soon. So that means I can put off for a long time having to choose a new color. Oh, yep, Dem, I'm watching Yellow Jackets. I think Yellow Jackets is phenomenal. So good. Not for everybody, but really, I thought it was extremely strong. Let's see here. Evan, I'm not sure when the next merch drop will be. I want to give you guys a little bit of a break. Probably sometime in the spring, I'll be doing some more merch. I might do something that's movie math related. So I have to come up with a cool design. My thoughts on the rumor about Dylan O'Brien as Nightwing. I have mixed feelings about it. I love Dylan O'Brien. I think he's actually pretty strong casting. He'd certainly be a big name. But I don't know. I just don't feel like he's the perfect fit. I just don't feel like that's Nightwing in my opinion. So let's see who they go with. I mean, I've heard that rumor and, some legit places have commented on it. So it could very well be true, but I can't confirm it. Owl Watch, I really like Dylan O'Brien as an actor. I really liked Love and Monsters, which just came out during the pandemic. I thought he did a fantastic job. But I don't know if he's necessarily a movie star. You guys are asking me super spoilery questions. You're trying to get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble, man. GP says, is it true that Bo-Katan is getting her own show? She might be getting a spin-off. I know that she has a substantially large role in Mandalorian Season 3. She's a big focus of that. So let's see how Mandalorian Season 3 looks. I mean, I thought it was fascinating they didn't do any PR, no junket, no questions for the Book of Boba Fett. interesting. Rashad, I got tons of Black Panther 2 tea. I will tell you, I'm going to get in trouble. Hey, Brandon Hamill. I've told you before that T'Challa's funeral is like a major part of the movie. So I feel bad for the recast T'Challa hashtag. I think they've done a wonderful job. But I think they just came a little bit too late to influence the movie. I heard Grogu is in Mandalorian Season 3. So where the heck is Luke? Charlie, I did see the Star Wars Hotel. It looks weak to me. My problem is that it's like, I don't know if you've seen the Star Wars Hotel itinerary, but it's like less than 48 hours for like a ton of money. And it's so much money. It's less than 48 hours. You have to get up like really early in the morning. It doesn't seem like a vacation at all to me. And I think that it's so expensive. Here's the thing. I think if the Star Wars Hotel could be added on, it could be an add-on to your regular Disney trip, then I think that would be ideal, right? But it's so expensive that it has to be the full trip, but yet it's so short that how could you justify, making that be your vacation? Like you could have like 5 to 6 days at Disney or less than 48 hours. I mean, it makes no sense to me. Brandon, I loved Moon Knight. I did a whole breakdown. I thought it looked phenomenal. I haven't heard anything about The Little Mermaid just yet, recently. Barbie Minaj says, do you think Zendaya will ever win an Oscar? I sure do. I think she's wonderful. I think that she's already won an Emmy. I think she's very, very talented. And she's very early in her career. I'm not saying she's going to win an Oscar like tomorrow, but I think she'll eventually get one. Will Tom Holland win an Oscar? I don't know about that. I think he's a very good actor, but I think he has horrible taste in projects. I don't think Miss Marvel is in trouble, but I do think that it's being reworked. They really want to make sure they get that one right. I'm kind of glad we have a 6-week break between Boba Fett and Moon Knight because, you just can't do these 3 a.m. watch-alongs consistently. It's just crazy. Let's see here. I can tell you that Ahsoka is casting right now. Here, I'll tell you what's casting right now. Because you guys really want tea, and I got to give you tea that doesn't get me in trouble. So hold on. I'll tell you what I was able to recently get grids for, but unfortunately there wasn't anything particularly interesting in them. Or I would have shared it. Let's see here. Hold on. Percy Jackson's casting right now. But they haven't cast anyone yet. I can tell you Admiral Thrawn hasn't been cast. Hold on, I'm looking for this. Takes a minute. This maybe is taking too long. I'll just give me 1 more minute to check. I should have saved these instead of having to search for them in a feed. I can't find it. I'm sorry. Do I think Moon Knight will do well? Yeah, I do. Oh, 1 more minute. Then we'll do shout outs. Oh, thanks, Dallas. That makes me feel very nice. You guys are trying so hard to get me in trouble. No, I won't do it. My day's very good, Jose. There are very few questions that I can answer here. How would I fix the DCEU? I would wipe it away, and I would build off of the Battinson, to be honest with you. Let's see here. I will say that I think that interest in DC has weakened. I think that that's a real problem for them. So we'll just see what happens and how these things perform at the box office and ratings wise. But I can tell you that there's no contest with the amount of interest, the number of people who are interested in Marvel versus DC online. Like, it's not even close. All right, it's 5:39. Let's do some shout outs. So you can just say anything you would like. Just give me a way to interact with you. What are you up to? Where are you? What are you having for dinner? What have you seen lately? Sith Rodriguez says, are you still going to watch movies in theaters? Well, thankfully I don't have to right now because there are no movies coming out. I did just book a press screening, but I booked the latest one that I could get. And fingers crossed, let's see what the situation is like at that time. Justin, Pittsburgh! I love Pittsburgh. I have family in Pittsburgh. George has seen Scream 6 times. That's impressive. Hey, Podge Durka in London. Tovy's in Utah enjoying the snow. Oh, I'm so jealous. Let's see here. Hey, Sith Rodriguez. A little place of wonder says, I'm drinking some mint tea in my fluffy robe. I love hanging out in a robe. Devin Henderson. My family in Pittsburgh is from Baldwin. I go to that place. I love going down to the waterfront. I like going to Kennywood. Cinnamon says, do you have any tips on becoming a comic book writer? Well, if you'd like to become a comic book writer, it's the gatekeeping on that is pretty strong. There's no agents to book someone a gig. You have to have an editor hire you. So what I would recommend that you do is, there's no way to professionally apply, which I think is a little bit why you have some sketchy stories in the comic book world about how people get work. But what I would recommend that you do is go to comic book conventions and try to strike up a relationship with editors so that they will maybe hire you. And you're not going to be able to work for DC and Marvel right away. You got to get a smaller comic book place to take a chance on you first, build a resume, and then Marvel and DC can consider you. Ivan says, eating a delicious brownie with ice cream, watching Archive 81 on Netflix. What a time! You know what I'm watching right now? The Gilded Age, and it's just so great. I love it so much. H.A. Jones says, we are baking a lasagna and planning our next Disney Universal vacay. Oh, I'm so jealous. I can't wait to go back to Disney World someday. Let's see here. Faisal says, just finished watching season 2 of Succession from Kuwait. What a show. What a show indeed. Just wait till you finish season 3. A lot of lasagna fans in the comments. Jorge says, drinking a good coffee to finish my thesis in Toulouse. Ah, I love that. Let's see here. Evan Moore says, in Cleveland for a couple more weeks for school, having a frozen pizza for dinner. Those can be quite good. DiGiorno? Delicious. That's very sweet of you, Harris, but I do not. But thank you for offering. Sam is eating some shortbread. Jose says, sitting in my office on day 2 of keto, so I'm very hungry. Good for you, Jose, though. You're sticking to your New Year's resolutions. Evan Moore also likes DiGiorno. Tanner is about to make chicken Alfredo. That's also delicious. Brad McDonald says, I'm in Australia, about to take my dog out to the vet. He's all good. Oh, that's good. So happy I could make the live stream. Me too. Hi, Lena. I'm glad you're enjoying Peacemaker. Let's see here. Danny is playing Overwatch in Costa Rica. Jojo Bell is enjoying some sushi. Way Harris, I actually don't drink coffee. I drink tea, mostly iced tea. I do love me some iced tea. I do drink an occasional Diet Pepsi, though. Damn you, sweet soda. So delicious. Mikey Bray, Yorkshire, UK, still buzz after Scream. Oh, that's great. Colin Alfaro is watching King Richard and enjoying snow in North Carolina. Ah, great time. Let's see here. Millie Jo says, I love me some Oregon chai tea. And Michael likes peach iced tea. Peach iced tea? That's funny. I like it. Unsweet, Jojo Bell. I only drink unsweetened iced tea. Oh, Denzel, you're watching season 3 of Castlevania. That's good stuff. All right, well, I better get going and work on my Ozark review so it can get up. I had a lovely time talking to all of you as always. I'm so glad I was able to bring back the watch along today. I mean, the live stream. There'll be a watch along at 3 a.m. for Boba Fett episode 4, and then of course on Thursday I'll try to have another live stream. Okay, I'm glad you liked Arcane. Bring toys to work. That makes me very happy. All right, everybody.